the Prophet was on a mule. You all know what a mule is, right? It's the child from the horse and a donkey. Horse and a donkey have a relationship and they give birth, and then what comes from it is a mule. Sah? You guys know what a mule is now? So a mule is bigger than a donkey. It's got the strength of the donkey, but it also is big as a horse. So that's why they love the mule. Does that make sense? Donkey doesn't look good, right? And he looks small and petite and everything. So they don't like it because of that. Are we all together, brothers? Horse looks beautiful, and you know, these horses are expensive. Yeah? Horses are very expensive. You guys know the different types of breeds of horses. You don't know? Yeah? Hey, what's the most expensive horse that you guys think exists? Arabians, no. What is the most expensive breed of horses that they look up to that this is? Yeah? Homework. Not fair that you guys don't know horses. Yeah? Yeah? Kenya, they don't have horses. They don't treat the horses nicely. Yeah, some countries, I hate the way they treat the horses. But there's horses that cost millions, you know that, right? There's horses that were sold for millions. I know one that was sold for 100 million. It's a horse. But you guys don't know the breed it was. Qadarullah wa ma sha'a fa'al. Why do you guys not know it? Anyways, Qadarullah. Huh? No, a racehorse is a very ambiguous term. That's not a breed. That's what they do. They run. No, there's different breeds. Huh? The thoroughbred is you looked it up? Yes. The thoroughbred is the best horse. Elegant. My children, I pushed them towards becoming equestrians. You all know what an equestrian is? It's a person who learns how to ride a horse. So my kids were riding horses with no hands. Full speed. Every day I'll take them. Sabah, fil masa. For me, I'm scared of that speed. With the wind going into my eyes. But I was living my dream through them. There were sometimes some dreams you can't do it yourself, right? But you live it through others. So I was living it, my dream through them. So we used to study horses. What was this horse? Where did it come from? National Geography and Wildlife. That's why, inshallah ta'ala, I'm going to go to the park. Safari. I even heard lions come out of the cage sometimes from the safari and they roam around Nairobi. Is that true? Yeah? Subhanallah al-Azim. Yeah? It happens. Sometimes. Huh? Sometimes it... Yeah, Rongai, yeah. I was told Rongai, exactly. Because that's where the safari is, right? Allahu musta'an. So the Prophet was on a mule, alayhi salatu wasalam. And the mule that the Prophet was on, what did he do to the Prophet? فَكَادَتْ تُلْقِيهِ. The Prophet's on it, and it was about to throw the Prophet from its back. The Prophet ﷺ looked around and he said, مَنْ هَؤُلَاءِ الْأَقْبُرِ. Who are these people, these graves that I see here? They said, قالوا هم قوم ماتوا في الكفر أم على الكفر. These are people who died upon disbelief. The Prophet then said, listen to this hadith. إنهم لا يعذبون في قبورهم. These people are being punished in the graves. وإن البهائم لا يسمعون. The animals, they hear عذاب القبر. ولولا ألا تدافنوا. And if I didn't fear that you guys will not bury your deads now, لسألت الله أن يسمعكم عذاب القبر. I would have asked Allah to allow you guys to hear the punishment of the grave. But no one would bury their family members. People would just throw their family members onto the streets, hang them on trees. No one would take them to their graves if they heard what was taking place. The Prophet used to hear it, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He could hear it. Adhab al-qabri. And that animal, the reason why it wanted to throw the Prophet off was what? Uthman ibn Affan, it was mentioned. كان إذا قام على قبر بكى حتى يبل لحيته. That Uthman was one, if he stood over a grave and he looked at it, he would just cry until his beard would become full, soaked, wet. And they said to him, تذكر الجنة والنار. The Jannah is mentioned and the Nar is mentioned. ولا تبكي, and you don't cry. وتبكي من هذا, but you cry from the grave. And he said, I heard the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, إن القبر أول منزل من منازل الآخرة. I heard the Prophet say that the grave is the first stage of the stages of the hereafter. فإن نجا صاحبه فما بعده أيسر منه. Anyone who makes it through the grave, everything that comes after it is going to be good. وإن لم ينجو, and if he doesn't, فما بعده أشد منه. Everything is going to be hard for him. The qabr. It's a very scary place. So that is our real Jannah. Jannah, our real Jannah is what? Our grave. People are buying properties, houses, renting this, a living room, a nice, comfortable bed, a nice air conditioner, وهكذا. صحيح? Yeah? Yeah? But they're not preparing and they're not working on their house in the grave, which is your real home. And what is it that beautifies that grave? Righteous action. Al-amal al-salihah. Oh Allah, have mercy on us. And oh Allah, make it easy for us in our graves. Naam. Akram. You're being penalized by them. Okay.
What should I do? Because when one dies, they have to go to pass.
So you help your family. Ask this question, Sheikh Asim al-Qariyoti. It's a very good question. Today we have the closing session, right? In the evening. It's a good question to ask. Very good question. I want to hear his answer as well. Yeah? Okay, good.
Just say Assalamu alaikum. Me, my family is my gift out of respect. Before they hold me, but they accept it after they say, oh, no. So they have by default when they call me, they will say salam because they need it, because they know what it means by default. So for me, when I answer, maybe I know what it means, but they don't know what it means.
Yeah, say wa alaikum salam to them. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, say wa alaikum salam. Say wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's very good. In the UK, there's like a group who know, they know what? They know that the Muslims are not going to say wa alaikum salam. So they want to show other Muslims, how evil these people are. They pretend they're the religion of mercy. So he'll come up to you and say, look what he says to me. He's going to say to me, wa alaykum, okay? He's going to say, wa alaykum. So he goes up, so he goes to you and he goes to you, assalamu alaikum. And then you say, wa alaykum. Because you know why he says wa alaykum? So there's a very racist group. They do that. So it happened to me one time. One of them came up to me and I didn't know. I really didn't know that was what was taking place. So he said to me on the road, assalamu alaikum. I said, wa alaikum assalam. He looked at his friend and his friend said, oh, so I said more than what you told me. So he looked at me and said, why did you say wa alaikum assalam? And I said, it's because we were told, we were commanded to say that. And he goes, no, you're not. He failed in front of his friend, so now he's teaching me about Islam. So then he said to me, no, you shouldn't say that to me. You should say to me, wa alaykum. Ajib, right? So I said to him, no. I said, what we should say to you is what? So I got the verse for him. I showed it on my phone. I said, look, what does it say? And I said, does it say Muslim or non-Muslim? All that time, I'm not aware this guy's a racist. I'm not aware of any of that. I'm just doing sharah li-qawlihi ta'ala wa idha huyyitum. As I'm talking and I'm explaining the verse to him, and I'm telling him that's the greeting we Muslims are instructed, his friends just realizing you just lied to me about Islam and the Muslims. And it's working in favor. So he looked at me, he said to me, in one of the discussions, he said to me, no, you're wrong. You have to say to me, alaikum. So I said to him, you're right. There was a situation where he said, look, yes, you see, he tapped his friend, see, I'm not making this up. Then you tell us the story. So I said the story was a Jew man came and then said to the Prophet ﷺ, Assalamu alaikum, which is death be upon you. And so how is he going to say to him, may mercy be upon you? The guy didn't say mercy. So all the Prophet said to him was, may the same be to you. He didn't insult him. He didn't go into. He just said to him, may the same be for you. His friend was like, now it makes sense. This guy. Now I realized what he was trying to do. It became clear to me. I didn't even mention the qawl that says you can say wa alaykum and all of that. I just kept that knowledge to myself. So sometimes saying wa alaykum could be a reason they want to prove that you're all together. Nah.